1, 2, 3. 안녕. I'm organizing this interview because I want to share thinking the difference and how to deal with her life as a daughter of pastor. I want to share in Korea. That's why I organized this. Okay, Kate, could you introduce yourself?
Yep, my name is Kate Lilly. I am the daughter of two pastors. Both my mum and my dad, they started a church about probably 7 years ago. So I've been a pastor's kid since I was like 12 or 11.
That's cool. Then Kate's parents is a leading pastor of Coast Vineyard. Coast Vineyard Church is almost 600?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you questions.
Yep.
Firstly, have you ever felt in why? Why this rap?
So wait, repeat the question?
Have you ever felt? My pronunciation is felt. F-E-R-T. Felt.
What?
Oh. Felt.
Have you ever
Fear.
feared?
No, fear. Felt. Fear. Is it wrong?
Felt?
Felt.
Okay.
Felt.
Yeah, okay.
Felt. Sorry,
I thought you said fart. Like
Fart.
passing gas? Fart? Fart.
fart 방귀를 뀌다
Felt.
felt 특정한 감정이 들다
Like.
I thought you said
Why I ask now even now?
Yeah.
Sorry, my pronunciation is bad.
funny.
Okay, have you ever felt?
Yeah.
Your face is saying you're wrong.
No, it's not wrong. It's not. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll just deadpan face.
Have you ever felt
Yeah.
inflict pressure from other church members or friends that you are a pastor's child and that you should live kind of exemplary life?
I don't think anyone does it intentionally. I think a lot of the time I'll put it on myself that I feel like I should because I'm presenting our church or like my parents or what they believe. But at the same time, when I was at school, people would make jokes about it all the time about like, oh, pastor's kid. And so I feel like I would try to act not like a stereotypical pastor's kid so that they wouldn't be like, oh, it's just the pastor's kid.
They were teasing?
Yeah, a little bit, but like never that bad. It was just
Seriously,
like, it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
joking around. But I feel like it goes one of two ways. You either follow in your parents' footsteps or you go out of your way to not be like a pastor's kid. I think I've gone more to like following mum and dad's steps, but I think that people just pay attention to how you live your life a little bit more, but it's never told, you just notice. It's different for everyone. It's just what you put on yourself and how you choose to react to expectations on yourself. I think when I was younger, I felt that expectation a lot more than I do now.
When you choose your future, do you consider you are a pastor of kids, so I should choose things like
Oh,
that?
okay. I think that growing up, seeing all of the behind the scenes of church and seeing what goes into it, it is a lot easier to tell if that is something that you want to get into. It's not something I want to get into. I don't think I'll ever want to be a pastor or a youth pastor or thing. I enjoy connecting with people a lot and I really appreciate that about church and what my parents do and how they help people, and I like that side of things, but I don't think I like the other sides of things. I mean, the career that I'm kind of choosing for myself, it is not very common for Christians because I'm going into film industry. Most stuff has pretty poor language or like shows sexual content like that's more the normal. It's not that I've gone the opposite because the job that I have chosen is very similar to pastoring in certain ways in terms of how that collaboration and connecting with people, that whole aspect of it is a little bit similar, but in terms of the nature of the two different working worlds, they're very different. But then my older sister, she was the youth pastor and she's married our assistant pastor, so we had like 4 out of 6 of the people in our family were pastors, so it really depends on the person, I would say.
Interesting. Yes, I think that's pretty cool because it is right that just not choose as pastor kids, but choose future as what God gives you, what you want to be. So I think that is healthier life than just follow expectation from other.
No, my parents have always been really, really great at supporting us and helping us figure out what it is that we want to do and being supportive of that, whatever it is, which I really appreciate from them.
In Korea, not always. There is some cases as a pastor while preaching, they said their family history too specific. So pastor kids is like embarrassing or something. Have you ever been embarrassed by your parents' too specific family history while preaching?
I don't think so. There's been a couple times where they've said a few stories and then everyone goes, oh, it's probably you. And you go,
Yeah, I know.
it's like a little bit like, ah. I think there's always been a kind of unsaid type of boundary where they know not to cross it in terms of speaking in front of everyone at church. And if they do want to speak about something that's a bit more personal, that's happened to some of us, or like an experience that we had, then they always check with us first, which is obviously really great. I really appreciate that. So no, I don't think I have had an experience apart from just other people going, oh, you got mentioned.
Okay, that's funny. That is one of the questions that my friends in Korea.
Yeah.
Please ask her.
Yeah.
Like this question. I would like to finalize by greeting
Okay.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Kia ora.
Thank you.
No worries. 안녕.
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 영.
영.
영. So like Y-O-U-N-G.
Okay.
안녕.
안녕.
A-N
Yep.
Y-O-U-N-G.
Okay.
안녕.
안녕.
Yes, yes. 안녕. 안녕. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. 안녕. Okay.
Is that bad? Do it again.
Do again.